Okay, we're here over here at Sarah Gray on 713 or 317 Cambridge. So what we got here is the backyard. We got some stuff in the front yard, but basically, metal edging here, metal edging there. What this is going to be an aggregate washed granite patio. There needs to be an even 7-inch step, basically the height of that all the way across. So we'll build it up. We use some boulders from that corner of the wall. Make sure that it's the same height to agree at 7-inch step. We want this level. Backfilled base. Not sloping down. It's got to be level. So build it up, rake it, build it up, rake it, pound it. Bring your boulders up to here, taper it off, leveled in. You can see it kind of slopes down a little bit. And we're going to stop roughly about this middle point, and it's going to be edging. And it can kind of slope to this point, but we want the main portion of it to be level, the right space. But again, with one step down from the house. These are going to be basically these type of stones, and then the smaller loose stones we have at the office. Bringing those, we're going to be just basically what I want you to do is clean these out, pull them out, weed eat everything out, get all the big boulders moved. And we're going to fabric this, but I want you to fabric it up to the line, and then we're going to put the boulders or the rock on the line, essentially holding the fabric down. But also what that does is now you can cut the outside trim edge of the fabric, and then hopefully we won't have as much grass and stuff growing up between the rocks when we do it. It'll go all the way around. You can see these lines, just kind of a free-form edge, so you can kind of see. Obviously, we need to spray everything, weed eat everything down. Be very careful. We got a lot of windows. I don't want any broken windows. You can see a couple roots and stuff. Follow these. It's going to basically, grassland's going to stop kind of right here, or basically before this tree. Irrigation heads, we're going to just essentially re-irrigate it. There's heads out here and different things, but we're going to just re-irrigate it. It'll be easier, but again, do it right with the trencher. Head in the corner up there, corner here, corner there, probably spray heads. Or MP rotors, either one. We're going to grass all the way around these trees, so you're going to remove all this all together. Just grass all the way up to the septics. There's this bed over here. It's our big trees. So you can see kind of where that's at. So single zone drip line in there. In front is fine. There's probably two zones. One generally spray zone out front. You could get by with rotors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, you probably get by one zone of rotors. Just make sure the coverage is right. More the better. You can see some lines out here. The main line, I think it's going to run somewhere over there. You'll have to find it. We'll make sure that everything else still is operational though. So you need to make sure that you're not cutting into the main line over here. That's going to be the hardest part, but that's number one. If there's any extra grass, which looks like there'll be a little bit, we're going to bring it here and bring it out. There's a head there that, again, if you're making sure you're not damaging everything else, that head should work. Smooth this, sand, grass. Using those big boulders. You don't have to use those boulders on this. I would preferably use them up in around the mulch bed. Use that fire pit. Once we're done, we'll just set it in the middle right there. Excuse me. So we got our lines coming around through here. You can clean up under these trees, just the lower underbrush. All the other stuff you can leave, but the lower stuff, just make it look clean. So looks like somebody knew what they were doing. We'll go walk to the front real quick. See, here's a line there. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure if it's a main line, but again, you need to find the main line based on the side of the house that the backflow is. So we'll go to the front yard. So everything in the front bed is coming out, other than the one crepe myrtle at the very end. That's it. Everything else here is coming out. Be very careful with these lights. These are, they're just be very careful. I'm not sure where the wires go and everything. Just they are high, 120 volt lights. You'll see some drip line or some line back there. Basically, we're going to be putting drip line back in here in this bed. We're going to be doing the same thing in the backyard using these stones, but we're going to same thing, pull them away, rip everything out, smooth it out, and we're going to put our fabric, so that our fabric is And you can see just kind of where I want to make that change. Doesn't have to be exact, but we're going to put our fabric out there and put the stones on top of them so we don't have all these weeds in between. Spray the hell out of it. Same with on the other side, following the existing bed, but we're going to include that tree. So we're going to take it around and we're going to do something along the lines of, you know, it's going to come around. It's going to come around like that. So, yeah, we can pull these out. We can put them in a pot and take them back to the office. Make sure all the other irrigation is working properly. We're going to be putting in a new Rachio controller. Drip lines in the front beds. And that should do it.